Hi everyone, welcome to Acres of Clay. We are having a change in the weather, and that means cold and snow flurries and rain and wind. Back to April weather. The last couple videos we did, it was beautiful. It was in the 80s and we were spoiled. It was almost hot for April. So today, back to cold weather. Sanders is finished with his school this afternoon and he wants to make some cookies. So he's making one of his favorites. You think it's your favorite?
I don't know about that.
It's called pumpkin drop cookies. It has like a cinnamon frosting on the top. It's really good, but it's almost a fall feeling pumpkin. And I don't know, maybe the cold air is making him want to make something out of pumpkin. So a quick update on our island remodel. Some of you have seen our old island where it was bi-level. It had 2 levels and I wanted something with a more work surface. So we decided to take down the old island and make just a 1 level work surface. So this is where we're at so far. We have what we're actually putting down on the counter is a butcher block counter, and we're building that out of yellow birch. I don't know if you can see. This is what it's gonna look like. This is the wood this is yellow birch, but this is here, what you see here is just pine. This is the underlayment, I guess you could say, of what it is. And then we're putting birch on the top of this. So there's a couple different layers because the birch that we're using is only 1 inch thick, and we want our butcher block to be a couple inches thick actually. This is where my sink will be. This is the layout. This is just gonna be a set of drawers. And then on this side, we'll have an outlet here. This will be a drawer here and I believe a cupboard. This is gonna be open shelving in here. And then this is gonna be sitting area for the counter. There'll be room here for 3 stools. Back here where you see the indent there's gonna be a cupboard back in there for things that I don't use very often, but I still wanna keep in the kitchen. And then on this side of the counter, another set of open shelving, and then on the other side of that is the dishwasher, of course. And so, how's it going? Our chickens have been producing very well lately, producing an abundance of eggs. I've been working at water glassing some eggs, and I've also pickled some eggs. We've been giving eggs away. We've been trying to bake with them and eat them as much as we can since the chickens are in full production right now. I've got my dough here. This is my sourdough. This is for bagels for tomorrow morning. This dough here, ooh, it's almost ready. This will be for hamburger buns tonight because we're having pulled or shredded roast beef for supper. So that needs to get baked into the oven this afternoon. These will wait until tomorrow morning. I'm a firm believer in teaching kids how to bake and read recipes and know how to cook from scratch. So it's always good. Even though Sanders is getting a little bit older.
There's a can opener.
Almost lost an egg here.
Where's can opener?
Can opener's in the drawer. So it's always good teaching the young ones. Other drawer. Look at her work. Cutting some down trees this afternoon. Beautiful day. This is where our rye is planted. There was a couple trees just laying out in the field, so trimming them up, getting ready.
Did you take a picture?
Oh no, I took a video. You could try it again. Uh-oh. Anyway, that's what we're doing. We're filling up these totes that we have just laying around, and we're neatly putting our wood in here. It's leaning out into the field, so we're just gonna take that one down. I feel like I have blueberries on my face. Safety first. That went well. That branch was hanging way into the field. Oh boy. There we go. That's good. There's a wet spot down there. This field is tiled, but a few years ago they worked on that tile. I don't know if if it was the tile across the road or under the road or whatever. Ever since then, we've had issues right there. You're touching a snake. I think she stepped on it or something. Ew. I don't like snakes. Ew. A garter. You heard it. Yeah, it's a baby. I don't think we drove on her or stepped on her or something.
I must have. I don't know. I drove up here.
You better put him in the woods. Save the snake. Ew. Alright, we got one. Yeah, I know. We got one tote or bin thing full, and we're gonna work on another.
6 hours.
We've done here an hour or whatever. Got this tree down that needs to get cleaned up, and we're in a new field now. But this tree's been down, so we gotta clean it up. Well, that one tree pretty much filled that tote. This field here is rye. It's our cover crop. It will be plowed under, and we'll be putting corn in here pretty soon. Alright, this is our last field that we're going to work in today. This tree was down. I don't know if it fell during a heavy wind or what, but I think it fell last summer when the corn was standing, and we just we just harvested around it. So that's what, this is probably our last tree we're gonna work at today, because there's probably quite a bit of wood in here. Alright, we got this tree here all cleaned up. We're gonna head back to the corner. There's some down trees down there. Mackenzie's gonna drive the tractor. Driving through our cover crop here. This cover crop will probably be put under also. It's just there for nutrients and organic matter. A little wet right there. Today, it's the next day. Yesterday we cut wood. Today we're in the exact same fields that we cut wood, because while we were cutting wood, we were kind of foraging around and we saw a bunch of stuff that we wanted to forage for. So we'll bring you along and show you.
We're just gonna be digging up stuff.
Yeah.
Mom already ate all my fruit snacks. We took my car and she's like, oh, what kind of snacks do you have in here? Opens up my drawer. Fruit snacks? Of course I have treats in my car. I'm sure
Once in a while, fruit snack is good.
She ate them.
I ate one pack, you ate the other. You gave it to me.
But I was saving that one pack
Was yes?
for tomorrow.
You should have not ate your own.
Now I need to go to the store and buy more.
No, we don't need fruit snacks. Those aren't healthy.
I drink my water and it helps.
Okay, your water.
With the unhealthiness.
We're going outside.
Yeah, it's nice out
It's
today.
nice out today. And it's the only day this week that's going to be this nice. Yesterday was pretty nice, but today it's nicer.
Way nicer.
Alright, first of all, here we are. I don't know, the birds sound really pretty to me right now, but I don't know what bird that is.
Bird deprived. Blowing and blowing.
We're bird deprived, but right here, you see these? These are ramps.
Onion.
Or wild leeks maybe, but these are ramps. If you smell them, they smell like an onion. So these are edible. You can eat them right away. They last in the fridge for 3-4 days. Otherwise you can wash them and freeze them or dehydrate them and then make them into powder. Kenzie's picking some wildflowers.
I made you a bouquet.
You made me a bouquet?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Because you're so beautiful. You need beautiful flowers that are going to die by the time we get home.
Second thing I just noticed are these. We call these trout lilies because their leaves kind of remind you of trout. I think they're called dog teeth. Some people call them eaters. I can't remember, but we call them trout lilies. But yeah, everything on this plant is edible, even the bulb that it grows on. So yeah, these are actually, you can eat these fresh or you can dehydrate them and make them into tea. If you eat too many in a day, they have a medicinal purpose that makes you, causes you to throw up, and so I probably wouldn't eat too many of them at one time. But when they're really young and they're just opening, like, most of these are open, but before they start to curl, like this one here is kind of curling, they're fresh, they're best before they start to curl. So, oh, like this one right here, oh, look at this one, it went through this leaf. That's so weird, but this would be good eaten fresh in a salad. Hi. Don't be videoing me.
I could have been.
Look how much water runs out of that tile. constant. Kenzie's down there somewhere. Not exactly sure where. This here, I just noticed, is mullein. So mullein is really good too. Mullein is another thing that you may want to have in your medicinal cupboard. I would wait until it actually flowers and then harvest the flowers from it. But I'm going to remember that these are here. Yeah, alright. This here's wild roses. And maybe if I get here in time, I can pick some of the wild roses. Wild rose petals are so good. They're good for you, but they're great in tea. And Mackenzie could put them in her soaps. And then I don't see any rose hips. Let me look. Usually rose hips you would collect after the first frost in the fall. But here's a couple. These ones are really small. See that? That's a rose hip. These are packed full of vitamin C and all kinds of goodness for you. Not sure what she's doing down there. These here are called wood anemone, and they are edible. These flowers are edible, but you do need to cook them before you eat them. You can't eat them raw. You could get like nausea or diarrhea or vomiting from them. And right next to the wood anemone, we have a patch of wild geranium, and these are just about to blossom. Well, we're back home. Greeted by the dog once again. Dakota misses me. Oh, in her head. Yeah. Anyway, so we had a good time foraging and looking at all kinds of fun stuff. And yeah, now we got some stuff to put away.
Here. Oh, come here, Dakota. Come here. That's a good girl. Say hi, smile. Smile.
Who's this? Look, who's that?
What is that? Get him. Go get him.